Varying degrees of damage to businesses and vehicles in downtown Portland over the weekend. The result of a group of about 60 people breaking off from a pro-choice demonstration and getting very destructive. Let's bring in our man in the Pacific Northwest for tonight's lightning round. KTTH Seattle talk radio host Jason Rantz. Welcome back, Jason.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, I want to play something from Maura White. She is the executive director of this place that got attacked, but says, we're not actually pro-life. Here's what she said.
My organization, we are a nonprofit, and we help moms, families, kids in need, babies from 0 to 5 years old. We're just there to help people. And so they mistakenly thought that we were out here doing anti-abortion, everything. And the violence was horrible.
There was a lot of destruction. What's going on, Jason?
Yeah, God bless Maura, but with respect, I don't think that this was a mistake. I think that they were targeted because we're seeing these pregnancy centers getting targeted all across the country, in particular here in the Pacific Northwest. There is a difference between someone who is a pro-choice activist and someone who is a pro-abortion activist. And the people who are going out there and they're committing these acts of violence and vandalism, they are pro-abortion. They do not believe in choice. The women who go to these pregnancy centers are choosing to give birth. They're choosing to have a healthy birth, and they're taking away that choice. So these people don't want choice. They want abortion. They feel it's some symbolic gesture towards feminism and freedom. And at the end of the day, they're doing true harm to women.
Okay, so that takes us to this next one. We've got some video of a church vandalism attack. Fox News reporting this said the unnamed suspect reportedly smashed 2 glass doors with rocks and spray painted the outside walls with messages that read, "Woman haters, religion of hate, lies, and sheep." This was at a Catholic church. What can you tell us about that case?
Yeah, so this is a really confusing one. This individual, it appears, according to the incident report, was having some sort of crisis, possibly under the influence. She decides to go ahead and do this to the church. We initially thought it was because of Roe v. Wade, and that certainly might be the reason that at least the impetus for this kind of rage. But when you get into some of the details and some of the messages that were left, it was also just anti-Catholic church. And we're starting to wonder whether or not this had some more personal connection to this particular church. The problem is, there was another instance at a church just about a week ago, so obviously people are taking this seriously. Now, earlier today, she was expected to be seen at a first appearance in court. She chose not to leave her cell, so she's actually still there. Bail has not yet been established, but the judge did say that there was probable cause for a hate crime. This is being looked at as a hate crime as well as malicious mischief. It was, obviously, we see it on tape, so the probable cause was pretty easy to establish in this case.
Yeah, there are cameras everywhere. Just FYI for potential criminals out there. Okay, let's go down to California now because I keep getting these emails about people telling me about this story, and hopefully you can separate some fact from fiction for us. There's information about gun owners and people who have concealed carry license and other things that were apparently this was put online. Here's what Newsweek says. The California Department of Justice's new firearms dashboard portal launched Monday. By Tuesday morning, it was shut down after users realized their personal information, including full names, date of birth, addresses, all of that could be publicly accessed. Now, was that a mistake? Was that information supposed to be there? I'm confused about why all this gun information and licensing would be put out there.
Yeah, so there's a few different angles to this. Number one, there is some information that is public, but generally you have to put in some sort of public disclosure request or a FOIA request. In this case, the state is saying that this was done unintentionally, and once they realized that this information was put up, they ended up taking it down. Now, I tend to believe that this was unintentional, or if it was intentional, it might have been on the part of one individual and not some nefarious plot. However, it obviously plays into the concern of a lot of gun owners who are out there saying, yeah, we don't want to give up some of our personal information to the government and get on some sort of list because something like this can happen or something nefarious.
Right.
And to be clear, the dashboard was put up there specifically because anti-gun lawmakers and activists want to pretend that if you have more data on the amount of guns that are in your neighborhood, you'll be more safe because those neighborhoods are dangerous because they're gun owners, which is, of course, absolutely ludicrous.
All right, we'll follow that story as well. Jason, always appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in tonight.
Thank you.